What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Kandi and the Gang Season 1, Episode 10, you guys. And this is also the season finale, you guys. So, I have to say that I have enjoyed Kandi and the Gang so much. This has been a breath of fresh air. I've enjoyed this show immensely. I love the cast, everybody on the cast. And that includes Don Juan. I found, with watching this show, I like Don Juan a lot more than I ever did on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I do have something to say about Don Juan in this review, and we'll talk about it later. But before we jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and are not subscribed to the channel, I'm going to need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, sharing the video, and with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Kandi and the Gang, shall we? Don't you wanna go to the place to be where strangers become family over fried chicken and mac and cheese from 3 old ladies' recipes? Won't you and your family come and hang with Kandi and the Gang? Love it. I'm so sad that I'm not going to be hearing it anymore. So bravo. Please do me, the rest of the world, a favor who loves Kandi and the Gang. I know that the views were not the best, but we love the show. You guys have given Kim Zolciak numerous seasons of her show. Do the same for Kandi and the Gang. I want to see everybody back. I want to see Dom again. I want to see Philip. I want to see Chandrika. I want to see June. June is messy. I'm gonna tell you guys about that in a little bit. But hey, renew the show for a second season. So we see Philip, and they're having their morning meeting, right? So Philip is letting everybody know that Chandrika is going to be the head maitre d', right? Oh my God, Melvin is shady, because he was like, "What does that mean? Like, she's still gonna be at the host stand?" Yeah. Oh my God. It was hilarious to me. Melvin had me dying laughing, right? So we see Torrin. So Torrin, him and Victor, Kandi's choreographer, they're talking about Friday Night Live, right? Which I really do want to go to Atlanta, and I want to go to, OLG on a Friday night, because they had a Friday Night Live, 2 weeks ago, and it looked like it was a damn good time. So I definitely got to get out to Atlanta. So they're going to be doing like Studio 54, 70s vibe, right? So they had a young lady come in, and she got on the mic and she rapped, and then Patrick came in. You guys, and this is to the producers, Kandi, to Todd, to whoever. This is to Patrick too. This is, if we get a season 2 of Kandi and the Gang, this role that Patrick plays, can we stop it? Because I really hate it, right? It's the worst. It's just not a good look, because he looks like the village idiot. He looks like a dunce, right? And I know y'all said that he's very smart. He has a real estate license. He graduated college. Now a dumbass couldn't do all of that shit. So I want him to stop playing up this dumb, literally it's like he's playing up a dumb jock role. And I want him to stop that. We really gotta work on that. We gotta ixnay that shit like yesterday. Ixnay it. So Patrick came in. He was talking to Torrin, right? So he's asking Torrin for his help with proposing to Miriam, aka Safari, right? Now, Patrick, why did you say you're ready to die with her? I would expect you to say you're ready to grow old with the girl, right? Because Torrin was kind of asking him, like, is this something that you really want to do? Is this your decision, or is this her decision, right? It's his decision. And I also will say, one thing that I liked about this episode, this show, this scene, more specifically, we saw that Patrick went into the kitchen to help Melvin. I love that, right? I love it. But you guys, we're gonna pause here and we're gonna move forward. All right, you guys. So then we have Kandi, we have Todd, Don Juan, and Philip, right? So they're talking now. You guys remember they brought Philip in on a contract basis, right? They wanted him to come and basically whip the staff into shape at OLG. Do I think Philip whipped the staff into shape at OLG? Not at all. because I still feel like some of the staff members are still doing whatever they want to do, right? Dom. Now we know Dom, she says she comes and goes, she does her music, she does her dancing, but she still has her job. I'm not even going to talk about Dom, and I'm really not going to talk about Chandrika either, right? Because we saw some improvement with Chandrika. The person that I feel that has not learned anything or done anything different is Brandon. Brandon, and we're going to talk about that at the end of the episode, how I feel about what they did with Dom. I don't agree with what they did at all with Dom, right? So they're talking about the Friday Night Live. So basically, for Torrin, this is make it or break it, right? If either he does good or he doesn't, and if he doesn't do good, his job is on the line. If he does good, he keeps his job, right? So they talk about Shardo and the fact that Shardo has been drinking on the job, right? I'm like, okay, that's something you shouldn't do, right? You shouldn't be drinking on the job, right? But what has Shardo done that's any worse than what anybody else has done, right? You got a general manager dating the bartender. You got your hostess who has negative ass reviews about her on Yelp, right? She has a terrible attitude. If she's at work, she has a terrible attitude. She shows up late. Dom has shown up late. So y'all got a lot of stuff y'all still need to iron out, right? But yes, he shouldn't be drinking on the job, right? But damn, if y'all gonna, and here's my thing. Ooh, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. If y'all gonna do one thing, if y'all gonna do this for one, y'all gotta hold. If you're gonna hold one person accountable for something, you gotta hold everybody accountable, right? Like you gotta hold everybody accountable. You can't just come hard at one person. And I'm gonna say this right here, right now. Shardo is not my favorite person on this show, right? I didn't like some of the comments that Shardo has made. I'm like, you're a little judgmental, right? But I'm gonna defend Shardo when we get to that point. I gotta defend Shardo because right is right and wrong is wrong. So then we see Brian. So he's at his house. He has Torrin over as well as Shardo, right? So he's telling Shardo and Torrin about his meeting with Todd, right? Where he pitched his business idea to Todd, and Todd wants 50%, right? So then Torrin is talking about Friday Night Live. Basically, he ain't playing shit at this point, right? But he does want Brian to host. I'm like, you ain't got nothing planned, but you want me to host something? You're gonna have to give me an itinerary about what's going on. Like, you need to plan this out a little bit tighter, right? Yeah, plan this out tighter. Plan it out. That's all I say. So let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. Child, do this whole family have a broke up cry? Does everybody in this family got a broke up cry? Because we see Patrick and we see Weenie, right? So they're going shopping for some flowers, right? They talk about him getting married, and baby, when Weenie started crying, I was like, damn, you literally sound like Kandi when she cries. Because y'all know how Kandi is when she cries. Her voice, it gets a little bit worse. Them teeth get clenched, and that voice, I'm like, damn, Weenie literally sounds like Kandi. But Weenie is talking about the fact that she's gonna have to now share, Safari. She's gonna have to share Patrick with Safari once again, because even in this scene, he still had that dumb jock mentality, and I just really want us to just kind of kill that, ixnay that. It ain't a good look. We don't like it. Return it to sender. It's not something that we want to see for a season 2. Let it go. Patrick, cut it out. 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 So, Brandon. Here's my issue, right? So once again, we're talking about Shardo and his drinking, right? So we're at the Friday Night Live at this point, right? So Brandon is talking about actually no, this is before the Friday Night Live, because Torrin was going around the restaurant. He was asking Brandon for some help with the food, right? But then we get to the party, and here's my thing. He was talking about the fact that he needs to write Shardo up. I'm fine with you writing. Here's my thing. I don't have a problem If someone is doing something that is against company policy or they're being insubordinate, absolutely, you need to write them up, right? But here's my issue with Brandon. Dom, you guys had you had a meeting, right? That Dom didn't show up to. And if the meeting was mandatory, I would have expected for you to write her up. But you didn't write Dom up for that at all. So I have an issue with that, right? And then this goes back to Chandrika. Like, Chandrika has negative fucking reviews on Yelp about her, right? Now, granted, you know, we all know that when it comes down to any kind of service industry, any kind of service that you provide to a person, right? If you elicit a response from a people about their experience, right? People are never going to praise you for the positive experience. We do know that, right? People are never going to praise you for the positive. You might get them, but it's far and few that you will get those responses that are, oh my God, this person was excellent. They went above and beyond to take care of me, right? You're always gonna, when you elicit those responses, the top complaints that you're gonna get are the ones with the negative service, right? Where they got the food could have came out cold, the food could have been undercooked or overcooked or whatever, right? They're always going to write about the negative experiences instead of the positive experiences, right? But with Chandrika, you can literally see some of her experiences with the customers. So if we're gonna, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So if we're gonna write up Shardo, we need to write up every freaking body in the restaurant, right? Let's keep it even, right? Brandon, you need to be rolled up, right? You need to be rolled up because you came at Shardo and Brian about being at the bar, eating or drinking or whatever they were doing, right? But you yourself sat at the bar and ate. So you need to be written up. Chandrika needs to be written up for her attitude and whatnot, right? She needs to write up. Dom, as much as I love Dom needs to be written up for not coming to that mandatory ass meeting, right? So let's not just single out Shardo. Again, Shardo is not my favorite person, but I can defend right when it's right and wrong when it's wrong. We need to hold everybody accountable, right? Now, with this whole Friday Night Live, I'm looking at Torrin and I'm thinking to myself, like, when did you start prepping and planning for this, right? Because it literally looks like he just started planning the day of the live and he's now just basically running around with the chicken with his head cut off, right? So at one point he went up to Don Juan and to Philip, right? So Don Juan asked him, what do you need? He said he ain't got no food runners, right? And Don Juan proceeded to literally chew Torrin's head off, right? I'm like, but Don Juan, you literally just asked this man what he needed, and you talking about you don't get paid enough money to go get no damn crabs. Granted, you probably don't get paid enough money to go get the crabs, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and say you do, but my dude, you literally asked him what the hell does he need. Now, if you ask me what I need, I'm assuming you're asking me because you're going to offer some assistance, right? Now, if you come at me and say, hey, Gerald, because that's my first name, and that's what I go by in a workplace, Gerald. If someone says, hey, Gerald, do you need help with something? I'm like, oh, yeah, I need help with this. Well, what the fuck you ask me to, like, if you come at me like, well, I don't do, that ain't my job. Don't get paid to do this. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. You just came up to me, and I'm not calling you a bitch, Don Juan. I'm just saying in general. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. You just came up to me and asked me what did I need. I'm telling you what I need, and then here you are coming at me sideways. That's what we not finna sit here and do. I ain't disrespect you. You ain't finna disrespect me. If you think you finna disrespect me, I can easily get my shit, leave your shit right here, get the fuck up and walk out the door and let you handle it your goddamn self, right? That's just how I am. That's how I would be. Like, you asked me what did I need. I told you. Then you come biting my head off. No, I don't play that game. Absolutely not, right? Not at all. So then at one point, we see Kandi and Todd. We see, I think it was Kandi, Todd, Brandon. I could be wrong about Brandon, but I know it was Kandi, Todd, Don Juan, and Philip, right? I think Brandon was there. They were talking to Shardo, right? And basically, they told Shardo he's fired, right? I'm like, so did y'all write Shardo up, right? Shardo, if they really fired him, right? He could, y'all know y'all can get sued, right? I just want y'all to know that, right? Granted, y'all saying he took money, which we saw that he took the money from the, and then y'all gonna ask Chandrika, what does she think? I'm like, y'all asking the wrong person. Chandrika should have been fired the first episode, but that's neither here nor there, right? But Shardo, if y'all actually fire him, y'all know he can get y'all for unemployment, right? Because he has exhibits A through Z. What Brandon has done, what Dom has done, and what Chandrika has done. He's never been, if y'all never have written him up, and that was his first offense, he can sue y'all. He can go for, after he can sue y'all, and he can go for unemployment. So I don't know if y'all want to go down that route, right? But hey, so then we see Patrick. So Patrick proposes to Safari. She looked hella bored at one point, but then he told her to turn around, and it said, "Will you marry me?" She turned around. She said, "Yeah." Aunt Bertha wants some grandkids. Give me some grandkids. Congratulations to the happy couple, right? So the wrap up with the cast is, Philip is he's still at OLG. Him and Felipe are good. Okay. Torrin is still there, right? Brian is working on his sobriety. He's inked the deal with Kandi and Todd. Chandrika and June, they got a home. They're working on their wedding. Dom went to London. She and Brandon are still good. Here's where I got pissed off at. They trying to move her to Blaze. Why are y'all moving Dom? Brandon is the issue. It was Brandon. Brandon. But y'all want to move Dom. Dom, you could sue him too, right? I would have thought y'all would have been smart enough to move him, but okay, it is what it is. But overall, I've enjoyed this first season of Kandi and the Gang. I really do hope we get a season 2. Let me know what you guys thought about this season, this episode, and we'll discuss it in the comments below. And subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications, share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, you guys. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.